The current virus fear isn't just creating a surge in buying toilet paper, it is also spiking the sale of firearms and survival gear. Emergency meal businesses have been overwhelmed with orders, pushing delivery times from a few days up to as much as 3 months. Gun dealers are reporting a surge in the purchase of firearms. California, New York, Washington State, Alabama, Florida, Illinois, and Ohio have all reported firearms and survival gear flying off the shelves. In a gun shop in Los Angeles, there was a line around the block. Interestingly, many of these purchases are first time gun buyers. While all those who support the Second Amendment welcome new supporters, we should also encourage education and training for those newbies. While the virus is driving a lot of the new purchases, so is the anti gun legislation across the country. During this crisis, the mayor of Champaign, Illinois, Deborah Frank Finan, issued an executive order declaring an emergency in the city. Included in the order are ordinances that would give extraordinary powers to the mayor. To name a few, the ordinance allows violating parts of the Open Meetings Act, bans sale of firearms and ammunition, bans sale of any alcohol, closing of all bars, taverns, and liquor stores, ban the sale or giving away of gasoline in any container other than the gasoline tank permanently fixed to a motor vehicle. It would also allow the direct shutoff of power, water, and gas, and taking possession of private property and obtaining full title to same. Prohibit or restrict ingress and egress to and from the city. While the city of Champaign denies they are trying to seize firearms and property, it appears that the city council took existing language from a 2006 ordinance and attached it to their emergency ordinance, perhaps without taking another look at what was in it. The mayor says she has had this power all along and could have initiated it any time in the past. In a state of emergency, while some situations may create a necessity for such powers, the danger that many worry about is government setting a precedent to accomplish those things they could not get done otherwise through elections, the courts, or legislation. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell, a Democrat, signed a coronavirus emergency order last week allowing her to ban the sale and transportation of firearms. She signed a follow-up proclamation on March 16th, further emphasizing her emergency powers to suspend or limit the sale, dispensing, or transportation of alcoholic beverages. The declaration declaring the mayor's power to restrict gun sales and transportation says she is empowered, if necessary, to suspend or limit the sale of alcoholic beverages, firearms, explosives, and combustibles. The Washington-based Second Amendment Foundation this week warned the mayor against trying to suspend or limit the sale of transportation of firearms. Following Hurricane Katrina, we sued the city when the administration began confiscating firearms from law-abiding citizens for no good reason, said Executive Vice President Alan Gottlieb. The federal court in that case ordered the city to cease confiscations 3 weeks after they had begun. We sued New Orleans then and will do it again, Gottlieb promised. The presence of a nasty disease does not suspend any part of the Bill of Rights, no matter what some municipal, state, or even federal politician may think. It is believed that New Orleans police and assisting agencies impounded upwards of 1,200 guns during Katrina, with as many as 552 reportedly still in police lockup more than 3 years after the storm. Most had been seized without receipts or records, a factor which made returning the firearms even more difficult. If you're a first-time gun buyer, remember to check out Smoke and Gun Works beginner and introductory classes, youth firearm safety classes, introduction to handguns, beginner rifle class, and private instruction is all available at Smoke and Gun Works. Call Smoke and Gun Works today for details. For the Gun Doctor, I'm Tim Bivens.